BR Proud presents a candid conversation on black-owned businesses. Now your host, Dion Guillory.
Good evening. Welcome to Candid Conversations. I'm your host, Dion Guillory. Tonight's discussion focuses on black-owned businesses and the trials and triumphs they have faced during this pandemic. We hope that by the end of tonight's show, you are armed with enough information that encourages you to support local black-owned businesses right here in your community. So let's start with this. Where did this all start? Well, with the spark in the Black Lives Matter movement this past summer, after the killings of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery, there has been a shift in the focus to support black-owned businesses. We've seen the hashtags Buy Black or Buy Black-owned, but many are asking what exactly has that done for the black business community? Well, many think this movement just started when, in fact, activists such as Booker T. Washington and Marcus Garvey encouraged blacks to shop with their own decades ago. Garvey advocated that the economic success was the quickest and most effective way to independence. To push his advocacy forward, he bought ads in local newspapers during the early 1900s to encourage the practice of shopping solely within the black community. In today's digital age, websites like WeBuyBlack.com push the Buy Black narrative by creating an online marketplace for black-owned businesses to showcase and sell their products to a global community. In an interview with France 24, the owner of the site, Sharif Abdul Malik, said the following: "Other communities have a history of supporting each other and using their own small businesses to stimulate their own economic growth. In the black community, a dollar only circulates for 6 hours. Compare that to some Asian communities where the same dollar can circulate for up to a month. When you look at it that way, it's no wonder why we're not getting ahead like we should." Well, 2020 brought on many surprises, including a global pandemic, which we are still in, which forced many black businesses to close their doors. Statistics show back in April, there was a 41% plunge of black businesses that were accounted for. That number did drop to 19% in June. That's when things started to reopen, but was still more than double that of white owners during the same time period. And as of last month, the number of black business owners had climbed back to about 1.1 million nationwide. It's a 2% increase from February. Now, an economics professor at the University of California, Santa Cruz, who collected the data, cautioned that the census numbers fluctuate from month to month, so it's possible black owners didn't see an absolute increase over the pre-pandemic period. He also says the data doesn't address whether the owners are actually making money or not. Now, medical experts say the COVID-19 vaccine is the beginning of the end of this pandemic. Frontline healthcare workers here in Baton Rouge have been getting the shot, and a lot of people in our community and other communities of color have been giving this a side eye, saying, "I'm not going to get it." But one ICU nurse says a vaccination is better than a ventilator. Tamika Grant is an ICU nurse at Baton Rouge General. She jumped at the chance to be one of the first to get the COVID-19 vaccine.
My mom was like, "You're gonna get this vaccination." So my mom was all for it. My father is actually getting the vaccination as well. He actually just got over COVID.
Grant is in the first group of 100 frontline staff members to get the shot. She says she has had several other family members who recovered from the virus.
It's safety for my family, for myself, and other people that I go around. Even when I go out and about on my daily chores of daily living, I have to think about my exposure. I'm constantly exposed to it while I'm at work, so I have to be safe.
Baton Rouge General received 1,400 doses in its first shipment. Staff members who get one are encouraging others to do the same by wearing a "I got my COVID-19 vaccine" sticker. They will get the second dose in 21 days.
Even with this vaccine right now, we don't have that herd immunity that everybody's talking about. So you need to remember, you need to wear your mask, you need to socially distance, and you need to keep your hands clean.
Although some masks may be scary, Grant and her co-workers say the vaccine is not.
I would say what my mom told me, a vaccination is better than a ventilator, and praying to God that you make it through.
Well, starting a business can be an exciting time in an owner's life, or even a little nervous. Anam Siddiqui spoke to a local organization who walks small businesses through their journey.
Taxes, marketing, and creating a brand can become overwhelming when starting your own business. That's where the Louisiana Small Business Development Center comes in. It's a nonprofit that offers resources, breaking down the steps to help you get started. Starting with step 1, know your niche.
What it is that you love. What is something that you can do every day, all day, without fail, and not seem like you're working?
The program guides you through getting a tax ID, LLC, and begin to think about back office systems. It also helps business owners through one of the most confusing subjects, taxes, and knowing your tax strategies.
Most small businesses fail when it comes to tax debt. You know, they start making money. They haven't really been taught how to structure their money, how to pay their taxes, how to put money aside, how to pay themselves. So they end up in this hole after a couple of years because they have this extremely large tax bill and they don't even know where it came from.
Godet says it never hurts to invest in a CPA or tax strategist, saying many small businesses miss out on expanding because they fail to do their taxes correctly. In 2020, Godet witnessed entrepreneurs fail because they lack in one of these steps.
I've had this fear of paying taxes or structuring a business to where you know you're going to have to pay taxes because you've been showing this loss every year. Now you've kicked yourself out the game. So that's from what I've seen in my experience, that has been one of the pitfalls that small businesses, small black businesses have fallen into because, for one, we didn't get the education and there was no mentorship to show that, no, this is the way that you need to do it and we're going to continue this path until we get it.
His biggest concern for failing as a business is not getting the proper education, which is key.
Set your business up as if it was you were working for it the same way you was working for the job that you were on before. Give yourself a W-2. Pay yourself a salary. That salary may only be $10 an hour. You don't know, just depending on what you're making. But there's other ways that the business is structured to where you can still make purchases through your business to make sure that you're still sustaining. But it's all about the way it's structured, and that comes with education.
Anam Siddiqui, BR Proud.
Important information there if you're wanting to start your own business. All right, coming up, I'm sure you've seen the signs all over town. We'll tell you how Mayor Broome plans to build a better Baton Rouge. Plus, if you're a black business owner, we'll tell you about a Facebook group making huge strides to connect business owners across the state.
You're watching a BR Proud presentation, a candid conversation on black-owned businesses.
Welcome back. Creating a more vibrant Baton Rouge for everyone is one group's mission, and inclusion is one of its values. Christopher Tyson is the Executive Director and CEO of Build Baton Rouge. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, a lot of people may have or may not have had a chance to hear about Build Baton Rouge. Explain to people at home and who are watching this what Build Baton Rouge is and what you guys do.
Sure. Build Baton Rouge is the redevelopment authority for East Baton Rouge Parish, which means that we work on blight elimination, coordinated neighborhood development, and land development to create a more healthy and more prosperous community for Baton Rouge.
Yeah, and definitely that's something that a lot of people are trying to work toward, and
Yes.
trying to make our city a much better place to live. One of the major projects in doing that is the Plink Road Master Plan. Break down what that is and where things stand right now.
Well, with a focus on the city's most disinvested neighborhoods and finding strategies to revitalize those neighborhoods to the standards of the rest of the city and that our residents deserve, we decided to focus on the Plink Road corridor. It's arguably our most blighted commercial corridor in the city parish, but one that holds a lot of Baton Rouge's history. And so we embarked upon a comprehensive revitalization strategy that is transit-oriented. You may have heard about the recent announcement of bus rapid transit service coming to connect Plink and Nicholson. That is a part of our effort. We've also had the Plink Road Master Plan revealed, which has a number of projects and proposals to revitalize the area of Plink Road, but also all of North Baton Rouge.
What does a project like this do, and how does it help black businesses?
What we have to understand is that there are a number of black businesses that exist in North Baton Rouge, that exist in the Plink Road corridor. They've always been there, even if the attention and the investment hasn't followed their efforts as parts of our regional economy. And so they deserve our attention, they deserve our support. And the Plink Road Master Plan is not only geared to upgrade the physical infrastructure, the look and feel of Plink Road and its surroundings, but it's also to bring resources to that neighborhood to not only develop the spaces, but also to support the businesses who are there and have been there for a long time.
You can't wait to see more of our city coming together the way that we want to see. Christopher Tyson with Build Baton Rouge, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll be right back. COVID-19 pandemic, many of us have been working from home on our own businesses, or we're running our businesses from home, and many have resorted to using social media like never before. So my next two guests have created a business group with more than 20,000 members so far, and that number is increasing, I'm sure, as we speak. Right now, we're going to talk to Honoré Muyaka and Treasure Green with the Black CEO Group. Thank you guys for joining us. And you can see it on their shirts right now. We were just talking about the shirts. First of all, tell us how the group came about and what made you create it.
It was just one random afternoon. It was like a Sunday.
Yes.
And we were sitting and watching TV, and I was scrolling, and then I posed. I'm like, let me take a pose. Like, I want to create a group. And she was like, about what? I said, just something to highlight black businesses. And the idea was really small because she has clients, I have clients, and we were just thinking what ways we could help our clients that patronize our business, which my business service other businesses who service the community. And so easily like that, by the end of the night, it was 500 members.
Oh, wow.
By the next day, it
Literally.
was like 2,000 members. And by the end of the week, it's like close, knocking on 10,000. And now it's like 20,000 plus.
Right, 20,000 plus, and I'm sure it's going to continue growing. Just complete transparency, which I failed to mention at the top of our interview, I'm wearing a mask because of our social distancing. They are not, because they live together and they're engaged. So that's the reason why they aren't wearing masks. My next question about the page is, you know, there's a big divide when it comes to available resources for black business owners. What have your experiences been when it comes to trying to search out those resources?
My experience has been that it's pretty hard, especially like when you're looking online to find black businesses. Pretty much when you type in whatever particular service you're looking for, the first thing that comes up is not a minority-owned business. So it's like we had to create something that's a resource to pretty much offer those services to people that were looking specifically to support Black-owned businesses.
Honorary Miyaka and Treasurer Green, thank you guys so much for using your platform in this way, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you
Yes,
for having
hey,
us.
before we even leave, I want to take 10 more seconds to highlight we have a third member that helped us put this whole thing together. She couldn't make it to this today, so we do want to shout out Kimberly Christoph. She's the other half of
Right.
The crew, definitely.
It's adorable.
yeah, Kimberly Christoph, shout out to you.
All right.
She worked hard.
Definitely. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And Kimberly. All right. And we'll
Yes.
be right back. Well, I'm joined now by Rochelle Calhoun of Live Free Natural Home and Body Care. Thank you for joining us. Rochelle, if you just tell me about your business.
Yes, Live Free Natural Home and Body Care. We are a natural, non-toxic lifestyle boutique. So we have every product that you need to transition to natural and non-toxic products. So we first have our essential set. This set contains our natural deodorant, which is amazing, our vegan vanilla lip balm, and our alcohol hand and surface cleaner. Our beard oil is excellent. It's a 3-in-1 grooming oil. You can use it to shave with as a pre-shave, to get a really close shave.
Well, Rochelle, thank you so much for spending a little time with us and telling us about your products. And if you want any of those, you can go to our website, brproud.com, and you can find those products there. I'm joined now by Danita Tate of Chiquita's Miracle Works, and thank you for joining us. And I know your business started under some somber circumstances. Explain that to us.
Yes, Chiquita's Miracle Works came about. I started off in honor of my late sister, Chiquita Tate. She was an attorney here in Baton Rouge. She was murdered in her downtown office in 2009. So I decided to do something in honor of her. And it's a bathroom cleaner. It's a bathroom cleaner that removes water lines and soap scums, cars, anything. They both can be used for anything. Yes, and I also have one called the aromatherapy candle, and it's green like the bathroom cleaner. Yes, and we also have a Christmas special going that they can go on my website, www.chiquitasmiracleworks.com, and get the code is Miracle Christmas, a Christmas miracle, and they get the sale price.
All right. We like a Christmas deal.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm joined now by Dina Wilde, who is going to really show us how to secure the bag, which is something that's very important right now in 2020. Your business is called Secure Your Bag. Thanks for joining us. Some amazing pieces here. Tell us how you started with this.
Well, Secure Your Bag, it was started because I always did love bags, but however, I wanted to make sure that I have a custom brand that you can rock your own name. So I quit my job and I began Secure Your Bag. Secure Your Bag give customers the option to purchase our bags, and then you can get free monogram on them if that's your option.
Right, and that really makes it a little more personalized.
Exactly.
Especially just in time for Christmas. We're just a couple of days from Christmas. What are some gifts that people can buy from you to get that personalized touch?
We have these beautiful backpacks that's in my stock right now. These backpacks is actually, you can wear them on your back or on your shoulder. They go for $35. You can personalize them. I have them in all colors. We have the suitcases, the 2-set suitcases. This can be custom as well. Only the carry-on, but not the suitcase itself.
Okay.
Shipping, I can't count for shipping these, but I can have the bags done within 2 to 3 business days during the Christmas time.
Right, and of course we know that's a very busy time. Dina, thank you so much for telling us about these bags. personalizing it, great touch. And if you are interested in any of these items, you can click around brproud.com and you can find them there, so you can get someone a very, very good Christmas gift. Thank you for joining us. We hope that you learned something new and are compelled to shop black not only during the holidays, but all year long. Let's continue to pump funds back into our own neighborhoods and create avenues of generational wealth for our families. We will continue to have these types of conversations basically because they're necessary. Candid Conversations will be back in 2021 with all new topics and guests for intelligent, thought-provoking conversations. Tonight's dialogue about black businesses gets a little deeper in just a few minutes on our digital companion show called Color Crossroads. Join me on brproud.com as we discuss black businesses and finances, real estate, and introduce you to a few more business owners. I'm Dion Guillory. Good night.